Why losing your job could be a blessing in disguise. Man, I really thought about this topic and how I can help some people, and this is what I came up with. I'm gonna give you my perspective of me losing my job and how it helped me, and I'm gonna give you some examples of how my situation and my story can translate to helping you in your situation. So, I'm not gonna get into the company and everything that I work for, but what I'll say on it is, I used to work in retail, and I had a toxic environment, a toxic boss. We ended up getting into it. How did it help me? Well, I've been wanting to start a YouTube since maybe 3 years ago, but I've always kind of been like, damn, who will probably want to hear me or hear what I got to say? And, we talk ourselves out of what we want to do because a lot of times we feel like, who would want to hear what I got to say? Who would want to? But there's so many people in this world that I know I can resonate with some people. But I constantly kept going back to work, feeling underappreciated, working the worst shift, trying to take vacation, get no vacation time, PTO get denied. So I know I'm not the only one in the world that goes through this. So eventually I ended up losing my job. This past 3 months has been, it's been an experience, man. Just from having to get my whole routine down again. I made a decision to give up the Mary Jane for a while. I decided not to drink for a while. I decided that I'm going to put all my energy into bettering myself every day for me and my family. When I was working, and I'm not going to lie to y'all, sometimes I felt like I'm just working to get high, working to go drink, or working to make somebody else happy. But the one person that's suffering and not being happy is me. How is that fair? How is it fair that when we feel like that we got more to offer this world, that we just stuck at a 9 to 5, stuck at a lot of jobs, not even 9 to 5. A lot of jobs now, I think I read somewhere online that 60% of the jobs now is part-time. So you're looking from anywhere from 18 to 27 hours, 26. How can you live like that? How can you make a living? How can you be happy when not only is you being underpaid, not making enough hours, but then you have to go and deal with somebody that's toxic and ignorant? Nah, man, it took me having to lose my job to say, you know what? I'll never be in that position again. It started helping me get into a business mindset, get into a hustling mindset. How can I make some money? For example, it's about to be fall right now. About to be winter a little bit after that. How can I make some money? Just some ideas for some people that's going through the same thing I'm going through. You good with fixing things, or you good with maybe putting together desks or little odds and ends? You can go online. They got different websites that where people need help. You can reach out to Facebook. It's different Craigslist. It's different ways you can maybe do a little gig where you got a car, you got an up-to-date kind of car that you really ain't got too many miles on it. You might want to pay off your car, or maybe just have just some money in your pocket. Go do maybe Amazon Flex, maybe DoorDash, Grubhub. But I'd rather bet on myself with something like that than going to work every day and still not making enough money. Damn, at least if I'm gonna struggle, I'd rather struggle and be happy, or at least not have to be somewhere where I'm feeling like I have to be disrespected and I have to accept that to keep a job, man. Nah, man, that's why the world's so messed up now. They talk about all this AI and this and that. No, the problem is, man, a lot of these jobs, until it's reformed, it'll never be better. I know I'm not the only one that's dealt with it. They say a lot of Amazon little truck drivers, they losing their jobs with a week or 2 weeks notice. But guess what? They telling them people pretty much, man, we don't care, man. You're going to have to figure it out. And that we supposed to be okay with that. Until we get to the point where we not okay with being disrespected, being harassed, or being just marginalized. Nah, man, it's and I had that on my mind because I know I was looking at my analytics, and it said I got a lot of older people, which I'm blessed too, because I know that my words resonate with some group of people. And I'm blessed for that. I'm blessed that the good Lord gave me enough, auditory skills, even though I'm still building on it. But he gave me enough to where I could be a blessing to somebody else. You can listen to my message coming home from work. You done had the boss, man. He on your back. You didn't got a pip, or you didn't got a write-up. You got one more write-up till you get fired, or you on suspension now. Man, when you on suspension or you fired, stop filling out applications. Start filling out. Just sit down and say, don't worry about how you going to pay your bills right now. Nah, man, first thing you should do is sit down and just think about what makes you happy. How can what I do or what makes me happy generate me some money? You good at drawing? Man, there's a whole lot of hustles with drawing. A lot of people need tattoos. They might need somebody to draw a tattoo. You might can make $20, $30 just doing the drawing. You do about, let's say, about 10 of them, 10 at 30. Man, you at 300. That's a little side money, little gig money. That's $300 that you made by doing what you love. You cannot put a price on doing what you love, and I've realized that. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Whatever you going through, don't never think that you're alone. Everybody has ups and downs, trials and tribulations. Man, when I first got fired, I didn't even have no money saved up. I think I might have had, no lie, I might have had maybe $400 saved up. And I had a phone bill, had to buy hygiene stuff, had to eat, had to, take care of my family. But I didn't let that bother me because, like God say, man, I will never leave nor forsake you. So I didn't trip off of it. I know it's in His plan, His mercy, His grace for me to get better, get to where I'm trying to get to. Also, I got, a lot of people I have heard ask, man, he don't never really show his face like that. I'm going to start going live with a ski mask or whatever because I cannot really have my face out there because the type of job that I'm trying to get is a high security job. So a lot of these jobs, another way to try to control you. We don't want we want to monitor your social media. We want to make sure you ain't saying this or saying that or goes against our company guidelines. It's like, damn, even when you try to live your dream, you still messed up. But until then, man, I'm going to leave you with this, man. Always know you are not alone. Like I say, y'all tap in with me. On my YouTube, subscribe, comment. I'll get back to you. We can chop it up. You can email me on my Gmail. You can shoot me a number. We can talk. I'm easy going. I ain't one of these YouTubers that, oh man, I ain't talking to no people, a whole lot of people. Nah, man, I'm with it, man, because I'm really want to be an inspiration for people, man. That's why I started it. I'm not getting paid from YouTube. Hopefully one day, in God's will, that might be a possibility. But until then, I gotta, live day to day. So I'm looking for another job. But like I say, I'm not gonna never let a job dictate to me how I'm gonna live. So I'm gonna always, even if I get this security job, I'm still looking to try to do something else within a year or two. I'm never going to get too comfortable again. Because the way that this job market is like, no matter what you do, it's never enough. You the first one there, the last to leave, the first one to get fired. You put your PTO in, you the last to get yours approved, everybody else gone, and you still expected to be there. So just know that y'all not alone when you feeling how you feeling on the way home. I know a lot of y'all might listen to my little content or whatever when y'all on the way home from work. And that's good, man. I'm just glad I could be an inspiration to somebody to make them get through another day. Man, and I do appreciate y'all as always. Subscribe to my YouTube, comment, like my video, share. Appreciate you.